So previously, we finished beating up some hobgoblins on the road, with certain elements of the party in a hole. There was joking shoveling of dirt into the hole. The monk took it personally and split from the party. And the rest of the party proceeded towards Hedale, a small high elven / half orc town on the northwest coast of Tarwick. So our current 3 party members of Mouse, Shade, and Thorin are heading into town. You can see it's a reasonably open plan town with flat roofs, made out of mainly like a mud brick type of material, with like open cobblestone streets and little trees in the middle of the 35 feet wide roads.
Okay. And do we need anything from town, or do we just want to keep working our way through?
I'm guessing this place isn't big enough to have like a church or a library, right?
It is a large port town, yeah. It's essentially most trade, like sea trade, from where is it? Not Varin. From Varshan goes through Hedale. There's a small military port to the west near Mount Zor and near the Feywild, but this is the main merchant port. As you enter town, you see large tents in what looks to be the main town square, where there's a few essentially carnival games and such going on. Obviously, it's some sort of to-do going on, but it's not as if they pulled out all the stops.
I don't know, going to a festival sounds kind of fun.
Suppose we could stop in for a rest on the travels?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, so you make your way to the center square. There's a few tents off to the left. There's there's an arm wrestle little grouping. There's an exhibit that says the Freak of Nature. It's got like a tent where you go inside and look on this horrifying visage of whatever's inside, supposedly. Can everyone give me a perception check?
I gotta pull up my character sheet, don't I?
I glimpse Mouse's cousins.
I was about to send a message that says, please tell me that it's just a tent that literally has a mirror in it.
Jesse knows who the Freak of Nature is. It's totally Thorin. I mean, no one could be uglier than Thorin. Look at him.
Hey guys, you escaped!
Shade sees the the general carnival. She sees like a few food stands off to the right. Thorin, you see 2 things. First of all, you see what looks to be like the higher tier merchants. They're like kind of slumped and like they're not looking thrilled at all. They're kind of looking really glum, just sitting down at their tables, like taking a big swig of beer and calling over the maiden that refills their flagons, takes their few silver that they give them. And they kind of shake themselves when maybe a child runs up and says, "Look at me, Daddy, I'm doing this," and they kind of perk up and say thing, but as soon as the kid leaves, the facade leaves them and they go back to their depression. You also see off to the right a wrestling ring. There's currently in the ring there's like an ash grey elf. his shirt off in the ring, and there's another guy, like kind of a burly high elf, kind of a bit different to your usual elves, where they're kind of thin and lithe. Well, this one's kind of got a bit of bulk on him, and on the back of the ash grey elf, you can see a large emblazoned symbol, the side profile of a raven's head, as he kind of like just ducks in and rams underneath, taking the high elf across the stomach and pushing him back against the edge of the ring.
Not another one of those crazy ones. I stay away from that elf. I know what that symbol means.
Mouse, you're still waiting for Thorin to go into the tent and get ready for his exhibit.
Yep. I'm gonna wait like a couple of minutes, and if he doesn't go in, I'm going to let the people running the tent know that he escaped and that he's running loose.
Okay. I take it you don't go into the freak's tent, Thorin?
No. I head towards the beer tent and look to see which end you go in to get the beer, and if you have to buy tickets, or I go for the beer.
The ale house is essentially just a small tent with like an open side, and they've got like a bench there where there's a few high elf maidens serving the beer. It seems slightly more expensive than you're used to. It's like a 5 silver a flagon, when usually it's only like 2.
It's a festival. You know you're going to pay more for lower quality. But I get a nice flagon.
Mouse, you walk up to the guy who's in front of the tent. He's going. It's like a whole half-orc gentleman, kind of dressed up in what's obviously meant to be a kind of a suit, but it's kind of burst. One of the buttons is burst, and it's got patches on one side. And
Okay.
he's kind of going like, roll up, see the hideous beast. Can you stare it in the eyes and return without pissing yourself?
What are you talking about? He's over there. He escaped from the tent. And I point in the direction where Thorin is.
He, lad, this freak of nature is a woman, and hideous as she is.
Wait, Thorin's a woman now?
No, not. Her name's not even Thorn. Stop wasting my time. Either pay for to go in or leave.
Thorin's been lying to me the entire time. Not only is he a woman, his name isn't even Thorin.
One of the like kind of a late teens young lady comes stepping out of the tent, kind of half shaking and like white as a sheet.
Okay. Cool.
Shade.
I'll probably just go and join the crowd and watch the dueling or whatever it's going on.
Yeah, the wrestling. Give me a athletics check, Daniel.
Pretty crap.
Okay, so you, the ash grey elf is kind of on the back foot currently. The high elf is kind of half attempting to pin him, like the ash grey elf is just ducking out of the way each time. Give me another one, Adrian. Okay, it pushes back the other way. The ash grey elf manages to quickly flip the momentum and start pushing him back against the ring's edge. It looks like they're both sweating at this point, and it's been going on for quite a while.
Bow, bow, wow.
Another one?
Sure. Unless someone's doing something specific. Yeah,
Well.
so they're like pushing up against each other, like fucking. These are like the high elf kind of has the bulk, but the ashen elf is kind of got a bit more agility to him, and they're just like pushing up against each other. Yep. Yeah. What is that? Everyone else doing currently? Got your flagon of ale, Thorin.
Yep. He's drinking and resting after the long days on the road.
I want to go into the tent.
Yep. Says, Harvey, that'll be a gold, lad. 1 gold
I give him the
to
gold.
the unsightly beast.
I give him the gold.
You step into the tent, and you, through like a sheet of clear cloth, you see
Amber.
what
Oh,
looks
shit.
to be a lady, but the entire, she's not got any hair. The entire, almost like a hood, but like the face is fine, but the rest of her skin is like that of a toad, or warty and disfigured. The right bottom half of her face is just like completely gangrenous, and then she's got like 2 horns on the left side of her face, just sprouting out and branching out like an antler. One
Now, is that
eye
the
is
actual-
completely missing.
Okay. Is that the actual description, or did you roll really low on her hotness roll?
That's the actual description.
Okay, well, what does she look like? Like, how hot is she for her kind?
Like 1, because seriously.
Oh, you never know. She could be very attractive for what she is.
Like she's an elf, and she looks terrible.
Full personality.
Well, she used to be an elf. I don't know what she is now. Calling her an elf now is generous. Monstrosity may be a better fitting word.
Okay. Is there anything, like, in the tent with us? Because, to be perfectly honest, I kind of feel like having tea with her and spending the afternoon. This sounds awesome.
No, there's nothing else in the tent. It's just
God
like,
damn it! How can I have tea with this
like
thing?
one eye completely like rolls around, like as if it's not actually under control.
Okay.
She like steps towards the barrier, and it looks like she's trying to look at you, but her eye keeps rolling around.
Okay.
Nice is a good person. I like him.
Malice is going to wave and start to try to have a conversation with her, like, say, how is she doing?
Fine. Kind of thing when everyone leaves.
Yeah. I don't get why they left like that. Maybe they were too warm in the tent.
Maybe. It's probably to do with my looks.
What's wrong with your looks? I think you look awesome.
It's awesome, but not beautiful. Awesome in a bad way.
Next time, just ask them to close their eyes and get to know you based on your voice. That's when they'll see the true beauty.
Yeah, I prefer to talk with eyes open.
Well, you can talk to me. I have my eyes wide open. I'm Mouse, by the way.
Ryllia.
It is a pleasure to meet you. And I'm probably just going to converse with her if anyone else wants to do anything.
The beer is kind of it's like low to medium quality.
Okay.
It's like an elf tried to make beer after only knowing how to make wine.
Essentially. Give me another athletics roll, Dan. At this point, they're not even fighting, they're just like slumping against opposite corners going...
I know, like it says behind them there's a bard just playing.
You can see the organizers kind of off to one side tapping his foot impatiently because they haven't beaten each other yet. When do you come out of the tent, Mouse?
I'll stick around until she decides that I've stayed long enough. Like if she says, "Oh, I'm tired" or blah blah blah, then I'll take my leave.
Yeah, she like to chat for a couple of minutes, but not much longer than that. Then she kind of says you should probably leave because they need to get lots of customers through in order to.
Yeah, I only heard about like half of that.
Sort of dropped out, mate.
She needs more customers to pay the bills.
Oh.
And so, yeah, she probably says you should probably hop out after a couple of minutes.
Okay. Yep, so I wave goodbye and say it was very nice to meet you. And I will leave, and I'm going to just like whisper to the orc, what's the big deal? And it wasn't even that scary. She was actually really nice.
Don't spread the word. You're just because you're a freak doesn't mean that others aren't.
I just shrug.
And he starts calling out. Give me another perception check.
Oh, Kurt.
Okay, so this time you do see this fight going on. The high elf and the other ashen grey elf kind of slumped across each side. The one with the raven profile head on his back is kind of his back is facing you. That's probably why your eye gets drawn to it.
Would you say it is very similar to the raven head that I've seen in my adventures thus far?
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably about, in similarity, probably about a 10.
Oh, okay. Sweet. So I'm going to go over and I'm going to sneak my way through the crowd since there's so many people I can actually do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try to get as close to the ring, if not in the ring eventually, depending on how fast one of them can take the other down.
Give me another athletics roll. Yeah.
My athletics is crap.
I think you borrowed my dice.
You get pushed onto the back foot again. He kind of starts pulling you towards the floor, but you rest just out of the way, but then he's back on you again, trying to pull you backwards. One more.
Oh!
And you both collapse to the floor going... This time the organizer's just like, alright, that's neither of you. Just like, it's a draw. And he presses.
Am I in the ring at that point? Like, did I sneak in?
You can't really sneak into the ring because there's literally no one else but the organizer and the two fighters.
Ah, damn it. That would have been so funny. I was hoping that you would both take each other down so that way I could, like, pin my foot onto one of your backs looking like I was triumphant. Like, yes! Are you not entertained?
So you kind of, both Adrian and the other elf kind of get shuffled off the wrestling ring and get plonked on a couple of benches and just so people with wet cloths and stuff just patting the sweat off you and getting you all prepped up. They've got your cloak with there, which you can put back on when you need to, Adrian.
Yep. Put it back on quickly.
So, with all the tiredness and work, they were putting on a pretty poor display of wrestling. They were just too worn out after the long previous fight to actually do anything.
Or at least that's their excuse and they're sticking with it.
And so the fight between Adrian Hello and Mephib Darfan is a draw.
Boo.
Yeah. It's kind of like no one cheers and there's not really any boos. It's just like everyone's kind of meh.
Wait a second, they were fighting?
A couple of the ones near you, Mouse, kind of look at you with like a weird look and go back to what they were doing. Alright. Shade will be back in a minute. She's grabbing lunch. So, you've got your ale. You've probably finished it by now. Unless you're taking your time, sweet time about it.
I'm taking my time with it. Enjoying the festivities.
It's cheap ale, but it's the only ale you've had in a while.
It's not cheap, it's 5 silver.
No. I mean, like, product-wise, not... production-wise. No, that fun jazz, not price.
Quality?
Yeah, it's American water.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Sweet. So Shade, what are you doing currently? You've watched these two fighters pretty much collapse on the ground, doing nothing. And they've been ushered off as a draw.
Okay. Are there any like games or anything that you can play?
Yeah, there's like a what seems to be a similar to a whack-a-mole game. There's one of those typical hit the thing with a hammer and see whether you can make it ring the bell. There's arm wrestling. There's a little archery contest with like little toy bows off to the side. And then yeah, there's the food stalls and the beer place.
I'll go try my hand at the archery, just for the sake of it.
Alright.
How much would that be?
They give you it's about you pay like 5 silver to enter, and you get 5 arrows to knock down get as many points in the targets as you can.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, just give me 5 attack rolls. We'll see how many points you get. Get my notepad document that I had already. Here's a document I prepared earlier.
Where's all my attacks in this new sheet?
Hang on, I'll bring up your sheet and I'll show you. Shade. Okay, so on your character sheet, in the middle of the first page, there's that stuff. Right?
Oh, I don't have anything in
where
it.
it's supposed to be. But you need to like transfer your weapons into the equipment section if you're going to use them. Which we can do easy enough. What kind of weapons do you have?
I have the scimitars. I think. I don't know. Oh, I have that flying sword. Or is that another one? Yeah, no, that's
Yeah, this one. Yeah. So long sword. That counts as a long sword, that one. Oh, come on. Animal shapes, I'll give you that.
Sometime later.
I mean, you should have at least won a giant bunny with that score.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so the first one is hits the center of the target, slightly off center, but still a good shot. The next one plunges like perfectly on the center dot. Then the next one kind of shoots in and like hits just hard at the top of, like, just above the bullseye, kind of clattering against the second arrow and just like staying adjacent to it. The third one, it just hits the ring, and so it's just slightly off bullseye.
Mhm.
And the final one kind of goes and hits like a 7 or like a 6 kind of thing. It's only a short distance, so it's not really surprising that you could hit them rather easily. And you easily get enough to win a prize.
Yeah.
Does she win the top prize?
Not the top prize, but there's a little short bow, a magical short bow, as one of the prizes. There's like a couple of little daggers sitting there, and then there's like another few just little trinkets and plush toys and stuff like that. A few little porcelain dolls, and like even a set of babushka dolls sitting there. What would you like for your prize, young lady? Excellent shooting.
So did you say there was a short bow there?
Yes, there is a short bow there.
It's magic.
It's magic. I gotta go for the magical short bow. I don't already have one of them, so.
You can spend the next hour tuning into it if you wish.
Yeah, I'll just go practice it somewhere. After grabbing something to eat.
Hang on, I'll send the details to you.
It is known as the God Slayer, and it does 3 trillion damage. It always hits.
At least 3 trillion.
Yeah.
It's like 2 trillion 999999999, and you roll a d20 and add that to the damage.
And despite being a short bow, it uses special ammunition because of how strong it is, and you can only shoot dolphins out of it. But the damage is so worth it.
Alrighty, yep. So what's Mouse doing?
I'm going to, the crowd is still pretty thick despite everyone trying to disperse, right?
Yeah, there's like a new fight going on, and so they're looking back to the ring again.
Okay, I'm gonna find Ravenhead guy, because I got some questions about the Raven Queen.
Have you gotten up or done anything, Adrian? Or are you still sitting on your bench?
I'm sitting on my bench.
Not only that, I want to see if I can, if there's enough of a crowd around, I want to literally sneak onto the bench so that way I'm sitting beside him before I finally say something, so that way it's like I just poofed there, just to be cool. I've been seeing that symbol of yours around a lot lately. You mind telling me a bit more about it?
The Raven Queen.
Yeah.
She's taking an interest in you mortals.
Is this like a recent interest, or is this a long-standing interest?
Relatively recent. She's always dealt with you mortals. You always have a tendency to die.
So I take it she probably has a domain as well.
You would be correct.
What's it like there?
Time stands still while time passes in the Raven Queen's realm. No time passes on this mortal plane.
And what is she like?
If I had to choose one word to describe her, it would be neutral.
Right, but I mean, like if you were to like hang out with her for a day and just getting to know her, what do you think she would actually be like?
She's focused, businesslike, but sort of distant at the same time.
Well, you know, in her defense, that just might be the company she keeps. I mean, those reapers of hers don't really talk too much. Well, I did meet one that talked, but he didn't really say much. How do you think she would feel about mortals entering her realm before their time passed?
They're usually more talkative, but I don't know. At home, we usually are more talkative. I don't know. Why don't you go find out yourself?
Well, I would, but I don't want to bother her. I'm kind of like scratching my head. Like you could probably tell from how I'm like being so focused and not abrupt that I'm not joking about how I actually might have a way to do so.
We've had visitors, and they weren't dead.
All right, I think I might actually go see her one of these days. No, you'll find out pretty shortly what we're talking about. Okay, so I'm going to say it was fun talking to you, and I'm going to go off and try to figure out when would the best time to go and see the Raven Queen.
Perhaps we'd like a guide.
That would be very helpful. I mean, I got a key to get in, but he sort of had to kind of leave. He was retrieving an item. I gave it to him. He gave it to me as a thank you. It took me a while to figure out how it worked, but after that, I was kind of on my own.
I would be happy to take you through.
Sure. But I should test to see if this thing actually will let me go through. I'm going to pull out my palm-sized scythe. But not activate it yet with this many people around. That would be dangerous.
Alright. Come find me when you feel like going, Anders. And I'll walk off.
Wait, what? He said my real name? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, now I'm getting freaked out. Now I'm gonna be like moving away slowly because no one's called me that in a long ass time. There's Lauren still sipping away on his beer.
Yep. You make your way to a nice quiet spot in the shadows of there's like a small thicket to the side of the square. Obviously a shrine to one deity or another. But perhaps maybe a Vandra, it seems to be.
Dun, dun, dun.
settle yourself down in the shade. Adrian. Thorin, you haven't caught sight of Mouse for a little bit. You've spotted Shade testing out her new bow over to the side, and your mug has been long empty.
I go for a refill.
He's splurging now that he got some money from that assassin.
But one of the serving wenches kind of holds out her hand for your mug. When you give it to her for the refill, she just kind of puts it back behind the bench and pulls like a big, larger flagon, like a bigger one. Think the size of I don't know. Those of you who've watched Critical Role, the big flagon that
Scanlan.
Yeah, Sam has. It's about that size, and she just fills it up with ale.
Okay.
Mouse, where are you off to?
Well, right now I'm still kind of shaking, not scared shaking, but just shaking my head because it's been so long since someone actually called me by my real name. Especially since I didn't give it to him, so it's okay. So I'm gonna make my way back, and I'm gonna see Thorin because he's gonna probably stick out like a sore thumb with that giant flagon. I'm just going to be telling him about how I saw a cool wrestling match, which didn't really happen, which nothing really happened, and I also met a really nice girl that I think you would like in that tent over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's really nice.
Was this the fighter that had the raven on his back?
Yeah.
Oh, haven't you learned from our previous associates? You don't trust that symbol?
I'm going to be having this flashback, but I have a feeling that even though it's the same flashback, Thorn has it in a very negative manner because I thought the Reaper was a nice guy and Amber and I got along really well, so for me, it's not the same. Not to mention, I actually did make friends with a Grim Reaper, so I have no reason not to like the Raven Queen at this time.
Thorn does.
Well, you do, but Mouse does not. So you say that, it's no, not really. They seem pretty nice to me.
Yeah, I mean, Shape seems pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Thorn doesn't know Shade follows the Raven Queen. He just knows followers of the Raven Queen have cost him a boat.
Yes, it was definitely those guys, not the guy on Lookout.
No, it was Amber sleeping while we tried to fight to save the boat.
That was funny. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I did get you a new boat, though.
Yep.
Although now I know...
Small. He's not that small.
Yeah, but it's still a boat. Oh, and I'm going to whisper this to you, Clonk. This is hilarious.
The contents of this whisper and the following conversation was essentially to state that Mouse was writing on the back of his toy boat, which is pretty small. It's essentially just a small sailboat that he pulled out of his bag of uselessness, a magic item he has. He pulled out a toy boat, and Mouse is writing on it, Thorin loves the Raven Queen, in a hidden place. That's essentially what it's saying here.
And that's going to be in a not too obvious place.
For the middle two words, is that littering, or is it going to be the usual symbol?
The usual symbol, like, you know, how all boats are called SS something.
Message you what I mean.
Here we agree to change loves the to a heart with an arrow through it.
Oh, that's even better. I like that.
Alright, yeah, you do that.
Yeah. Man, getting this thing on the water is gonna be fun.
Alrighty. Shade. Practice is going well. You've worked out what it does.
Shade has a pet sprite, and for some reason the audio got cut here, but the question she asked me is what her pet sprite's name is, and I couldn't work it out.
If not, just make up a name. And we'll use that from now on. Or I'll just call him Pipsqueak or something. I don't know.
His name will be Varduke.
Alright, I'll just be... Since Varduke is awake, I'll have a chat with him. See what's up, whether he wants to go anywhere.
Huh? I found a wizard.
Oh, I haven't found the wizard yet. You need to tell me more about this wizard so we can actually find this wizard. And be
His name was Dexter.
Dex.
Nasty guy. Yeah, Dexter.
Dexter.
Spelled D-X-T-R. Yeah. Seemed to be from probably a human, but he was kind of weird.
Oh.
Really dick, you know, kind of thing.
So Dexter is the wizard. And where did you last sight this wizard?
Would have been around. Would have been near Meadow, yeah. You know, the human town.
The humans. Okay, well, we seem to be heading that direction. So.
Alright, sounds good. So, what you been doing?
I got this sweet new bow.
Oh, nuts.
I've been traveling with some people, as you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gotcha. I heard recently that a bunch of unicorns attacked the place. You know anything about that?
I may have heard a whisper about it, but, you know.
Well, I don't know about that mouse character, but I hope he uses that unicorn dial well. Maybe we could use it to completely and utterly destroy this wizard.
Yeah.
It's Dexter. Yeah.
Maybe.
That's what I vote. If you put it to a vote, that's what I vote, mate. So if I'm asleep when you make it.
Okay, I'll make sure he knows your vote.
So, won't he be an elf?
Yeah, so I'll just be sitting there with the Fae and talking to him about the wizard and getting more information and grabbing some food. So that's all I'm doing. Keeping an eye on what Thorin and Matt is done.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you weren't there for that. Wait. Yeah, you weren't there. I was trying to remember if you'd actually met Dexter or not.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, she met the paladin that died, like, literally as soon as he made him.
Alrighty. So Thorin and Mouse are chatting. Adrian's sitting in his little thicket of trees, and Shade's having some nice food.
I'm still trying to get Thorin to go into the tent to meet the nice lady. Because she was a nice lady.
She was.
Yeah.
Yeah, roundabout. You don't see many other people apart from half orcs and high elves around here. The only other person who's not of those two races that you can see around is like a small is a what looks to be another monk. A little, he's kind of a wood elf monk, just pottering around, who's followed along by like a little halfling kid who seems to be decked out in full plate armor, and as he puts it along like the head, he goes wonky and he has to ride it up again. And they just like potter across the square, seemingly heading towards an inn.
And Thorn will probably go find a nice inn, see if there's any rooms left with the festival going on, make sure everything's not too filled up.
Yep. You get there, it seems to be reasonably empty. Like there's the only, she says like literally only a couple of rooms are taken. Pretty much everyone at the festival for today is from in town. There's like hardly anyone from out of town. And so you can easily find a room if you wish.
And he'll just settle in for the night. So he can wake up early for his prayers.
Oh, I'm gonna have to whisper this next part so that way my character is not besmirched by accident.
This one is just Mouse saying that he gives some young kids of the neighbourhood some pocket change so that they can go and enjoy themselves at the carnival.
How much is a night worth? Like, how much do you have to pay to stay?
A modest room for the night will be 5 silver pieces.
Okay.
10 gold should cover that, Mouse.
Okay. So that's my good deed for the day done.
Nice. Alright. Mouse potters off somewhere. Thorin's gone to the inn, and Shade's ready to go in as well. What do you do, Adrian? The festival's kind of lulling into it.
I'll just
Let's finish.
I'll wait until night, wait a little bit more, and then go to sleep. Find some place.
Yep. What background did you take?
Me? No, I didn't. I changed it. Acolyte was the other one.
Yes, that's right. Yep. There is actually there's a little Raven Queen shrine in here.
Alright.
In this town. You can go to. I'll put you up for the night.
Alright.
Morning dawns. The night was uneventful. What's everyone doing in the morning? We'll start from left and go that way. So, Thorin, you doing morning prayers as well?
Yep. And then go down for some breakfast.
That could be funny.
Yep. As you're eating breakfast, Thorin, you like hear snatches of conversation from across the bar where there's a couple of merchants kind of bemoaning circumstances, moaning about how if it wasn't bad enough that the stupid black ships have been terrorising the coast, now we got these bloody ogres around the coast shooting any ship that sails 50 feet from the bay. It's the worst year to be a merchant in years. Decade.
Borrow.
My puppy told me about a year about 50 years ago, where they had the entire bay just exploded. Some bloody lizard just decided to nuke the place. It's hilarious.
Thorn will go over and ask them if they lost any ships to the black ones.
Dwarf. I used to have 7 ships. Now I've got 2. Well, that's generous. 1.5 more like it. 5 of them have sunk. 1's sunk, but it's in the bay, so its deck's still above water.
And how long have the black ships been a nuisance?
Say about 14 months, yeah. Yeah. About 14 months this past. Yeah, this snores terribly. 14 months total.
Well, I encountered them a year ago, so it must have been just after they arrived.
Most likely. Bloody pirates. And now we hear that they've taken over an entire port to the west.
What port did they take over?
Just southeast of Mount Zor, as the Vaishyan's military port where our folks grab their battleships while it's overrun by the strange storm sorcerers that can run on water. Not doubt in league of those Sassanarks.
If we can remove the sorcerer from the port.
It's not just one lad. There's a whole load of them. Your folks are pretty good military commanders. I don't think they could be taken over by a single sorcerer unless he's mighty powerful. Unless I'd hundreds of them running across the sea.
Oh, won't harm checking it out, and I know a good fella for sneaking in and getting information.
Aye, that'd be good. The only I got a small cutter that I could probably get you, but I won't be able to get out with the ship unless you take out those orcs. Sorry, not orcs. Well, they're orcs too, but like ogres and orcs. There's a bunch of like 5 ogres that just shoot bolts and crash into every ship that leaves 10-50 feet out the port. Aye, that's how Melody was sunk. Me poor lass of a ship. Spine broken in one blow. He kind of collapses down crying.
Well, thank you for the information, and I'll buy you an ale.
Morning drinking.
Men's more than you think.
Boy. May I ask why that is?
For some reason, my mic didn't record at all during this bit, which is annoying, but it happens. Let's resume back when they actually can hear me.
You're kind of me there. I didn't hear. Most that I heard Oaken Shield.
Okay. Essentially, he was complaining because the leader of the dwarves in Keystone was essentially didn't want trade from any other races than the dwarves. So he wanted the dwarves to be their own community. Most dwarves are alright, but because the lord of Keystone is anti that, well, trade's hard to do with Keystone. And Tarwick already has elven goods, and they've already got the trade for the potion glasses and vials, so it's not really as if they can do more trade with Tarwick.
Okay. So Thorn will go back to his breakfast and wait for the others to come down.
Mouse, Shade's... Shade, I know what Shade's doing. What are you doing, Mouse? Mouse is eating cheese. Throwing pieces of pie at other people.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I was muted. What I said...
That's why I started rambling.
Yeah, what I said was, is the guy that was running the freak show and that lady still around? Or did they move off in the middle of the night?
Possibly, but they're not in the spot they were.
Oh man, I wanted to have breakfast with them. I bet it's been a while since they actually ate with someone.
Maybe they went to a or something.
Oh well.
They aren't currently.
I can only do so many good deeds in 24 hours, okay?
Run, Mouse.
Yes, until I find a way to clone myself, in which case I'm just going to clone myself to have conversations with myself. It's going to be awesome.
Table tennis to
Give
be so.
yourself money.
Yes. Could be making up secret handshakes and everything. So I guess I come down.
So you come out, you see Thorin chatting to the one's a half-orc gentleman and the other's a high elf. Obviously chatting about something over in the
Mhm. I'm going to get myself some breakfast and go to an empty table and just enjoy the solidarity because I don't really know what it is they're talking about and I don't feel like butting in. It's too early in the morning and the afternoon.
A pink-haired
Oh,
comes down the stairs, like looking pretty hungover, and just got like her pink dreadlocks are just over her face, and she just walks up, like, grabs the nearest cup of alcohol and just like downs it in one gulp. Like bows her head over the bench.
she doesn't even notice me on the way in. Wait, actually, no. I should probably roll for perception to see if I even notice this.
Yeah, you can do that.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
I am too focused on my
Like
porridge.
sitting next to each other. You are sitting right next to each other at the bar, incredibly oblivious to one another.
Perfect. Too perfect.
She does. So, it was actually your beer that she stole,
Oh.
but you don't
But
notice.
you don't
it's gone.
notice.
Yeah, I don't notice. In fact, I didn't even know I had a beer. I thought I had like orange juice. Now I'm looking for orange juice. Like, where'd that orange juice go? Tasted funny, but it was orange juice.
Coffee, strong. And the bartender walks over with a big flagon of some hot steaming liquid, which the other halfling proceeds to start drinking.
Oh, I didn't transfer over what the names were.
Ryllia.
Yeah.
Anyone else doing something? I know what Shade's doing. I know what Adrian's doing. And nothing happens during that little thing, Shade.
Cool.
When Thorin's done his conversation, he'll go join Mouse. And point out the other halfling form if he hasn't seen her yet.
Yeah, give me a perception check to see if he does.
Because right now you're just looking for a halfling, and she's probably right in front of me when you're looking. Like, oh, there's a halfling.
It's like, gee, Mouse has grown dreadlocks overnight. Gosh.
I'm digging the
Big one.
new view.
You notice there's two halflings at the bar. Heads turned away from each other.
And he's going to sit down and finish enjoying his breakfast. And then he's probably going to ask Mouse if we're still heading towards those caves since we lost the keeper of the map.
Well, weren't we just going there because she wanted to go there?
Well, if that's the case, we may want to head back west to the port outside Vision. It seems that's where the black ships are calling their home port.
How many black ships? Because we had trouble against... Was it 3 of them?
Yeah, they're terrorizing all the vessels that pass through.
Right. But what I'm saying is if this is where they're making port, and possibly more than just 3 of them, we lost terribly to 3 of them, and we had about twice as many people in our group as we do now.
Well, yes, we're not going to take on the ships. But with the ship, we'll sneak in and take out the ones manning the ship. Make it much simpler than having us trying to reload those ballistas.
Yeah, I miss Sprout. He was a good missile.
And I'm sure you can gain access places on land that we couldn't access while at sea.
I'm going to give a very confused look as to what he's trying to insinuate.
Means we can sneak in and figure out who's in charge instead of just trying to take out the ships.
Oh, okay. It's weird coming from you. You usually don't like that approach.
Well, if we're outnumbered, tactics change.
I'm just going to choose to not contradict what he just said and just shake it off like, okay, whatever. His math is different than mine. Because technically we've almost always been outnumbered in every fight. I'm just guessing
calculating.
Yeah, like, I was about to say, like, it realizes to Mouse that Thorn's idea of being outnumbered is, like, at least 100 to him. That's when he starts to become outnumbered.
About right.
So until then, it's still a fair fight. In fact, they should probably get a couple more guys just to make it more even.
100 men for every weapon strapped on his back.
Oh, that's quite a few weapons. I mean, let's be honest here. He's Thorin, not Riddick. He's good, but he's not that good.
I could start dual wielding daggers.
Is it close by at least?
It's where we just left. We went around the other side of the mountain to avoid, and we went around the port.
Yeah, it's like the triangle thing. Actually.
Oh, that. It's not Vision.
No.
That. It's like...
Below the mountain.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that could work. I mean, that assassin thought we were going this way, so probably best to double back just to throw him off our scent if he sent any more.
And should we go and find Shade? to tell her we're changing our plans?
Probably. She does have a bad habit of running off with dragonborn men to our new locations, and then we have to go track her down. Now, we don't tell her. She's just going to be standing there the entire time with that guy and just be like, oh, I wonder where my friends are. I guess I'll just have to spend time with a hunky dragonborn until they show up. And that's exactly what she sounds like. Exactly.
Totally. Spot on.
Thorin detects a bit of jealousy in that mockery.
Are you sure I don't have to roll performance or deception first? So I got pretty good deception.
Disadvantage.
Oh shit, is he really? Damn it. Damn it, then he knows I want the Dragonborn for myself.
And would I know an object Shade is holding on to?
I know one.
Well, like just like a random item. So, if I were to like to think of her on her quiver.
No. I got one that's even better.
The other work, you have seen her floating blade before.
Okay. I'm going to cast locate object on Shade's floating spectral blade and see where she's at.
Ooh, I had one that would have been more rare, so it would have been easier to find her. And I bet even Shade doesn't even remember she has it.
I'll be back soon. 1 moment.
Do you have the spell?
No, just like you sense the direction of the object's location, as long as it's within 1,000 feet, and if it's in motion, you know the direction it's heading.
Yep.
It's blocked by any thickness of lead.
Oh no, Shade is secretly made of nothing but lead.
Secret. I thought that was obvious.
Well, she did sink really quickly in the kiddie pool, but I was just gonna chuck it up as bad swimming. Oh yeah, I still haven't shown you that note yet, have I?
What note?
What? No.
The one that the assassin had on him.
Yeah, I don't think we have seen it.
Back.
Okay, so before we go running off, I'm just going to be showing Thorin the note that was on the assassin, because that one actually concerns him and me. Shade's completely fine. And just be like, congratulations, you're famous.
We'll talk about this later.
What? What? We took care of that one, and I sent a warning back to them not to do it again.
Keep your fucking voices down. Can't you see you've got a hangover?
Does Mouse notice that that's
I'm not even going to turn around to acknowledge it. I'm just going to be like, whatever, we're leaving anyway. Unless Thorin wants to stop that.
I missed what you said, so I'm not going to stop it.
The pink-haired halfling right beside us said, keep your fucking voices down. Can you see I have a hangover? And I'm just ignoring it. Not like, actually, I'm not even turning around, but I'm not talking because I already finished my sentence.
She's now in a nice, peaceful, tranquil circle.
You can see that she moves her lips, but you can't make out what she's saying. Unless you have that feat that allows you to just read it.
Nope.
She just like slumped down on her
Oh, I can only imagine that would piss her off.
Or she was thankful because now she's in a nice area. Nothing to ruin, nothing to aggravate the headache.
Right, but does this mean if she gets attacked, she's literally screwed, considering she's a spellcaster?
Does she ask for a refill and doesn't get the bartender's attention?
Are we within 20 feet of her?
She can throw a cup.
Okay, yeah. We hear nothing either.
Karen.
Jesse hears nothing. He's gone completely deaf. He doesn't know why.
I'm just gonna assume you're being very quiet.
Let's see, does she actually have any spells that don't require that?
Yes, that's why I said that would piss her off.
So we'll compare.
If she gets attacked, she was
Let me
screwed.
just check this, but... let me just check this, but I think she's not screwed. Let me just confirm this spell that she has. It's from the book we were looking at last night, Daniel.
Alright.
Let's see, where is it?
Now I have the book open.
She can do
Okay,
something,
let me find out
but
because
she's... so yes, if she wanted to, she could totally do something to you.
Are we
Mouse.
talking about that spell?
but the question
That's a
is,
Which one? The one we were specifically mentioning
Yeah, it starts with a C.
night. C.
I'll Skype.
I'm talking about the spell Ice Knife. He's talking about the spell Catapult.
That would also work. She also has that. Not the one I was thinking of, but it would also work.
okay. Why would she attack me?
She has two spells that she can use.
What would she do to me though? I haven't done dick all.
Oh, you're talking about... the... Righto, I got it. Yeah, that would hurt.
But she's not. She's quite content in her little peaceful silence.
Kind of silence.
Does Mouse realize that he is like not able to make noise?
Yes, you would, because even when you try and talk to Thorin, you don't even hear it via the vibrations in your head.
Where is it?
Like, you literally hear nothing.
I want to give a performance roll because I'm going to try to do the best ever mime in a box impersonation now that I actually can't talk.
Mhm.
Fuck yeah, that's a great mime.
Oh yes, you're. Oh no, Thorin! Give me an insight check, Thorin. Oh yeah, Mouse is faking. He's not really in a box, which is smart for him. Typical Mouse up his tricks.
I almost had you though.
For a moment there, you thought he'd been encased by a otter, or whatever it's his resilient sphere. You thought maybe that sorceress had gotten off a spell before you could stop her, but no, you were fine.
You can silence Mouse, but you can't stop his antics.
So, you can tell by the way the item you cast that spell for was outside of the inn, but headed your way.
Okay, so get up and leave the table, and I motion for Mouse to come with me as we head off.
Because I'm having a lot of fun being a mime here. I'm pretty sure the
drawing
bartender
crowd.
thinks I'm in a. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the bartender actually thinks I'm stuck in a box right now.
I take my.
She's certainly confused. She's trying to ask the halfling whether she's okay because she's just slumped over the bar, but the words aren't coming out.
And then there's this other halfling that's stuck in a box. What's going on?
What is going on in her inn today? What's wrong with this tavern?
I can't run out, and I can't warn them.
There are two reasons why I didn't have her cast a spell on you, Mouse. One, because it didn't really fit what she would do, and two, because I was afraid that she'd get a surge, go fireball, and destroy the entire tavern.
Yeah, no. So I didn't say that she would be like completely helpless, so I should attack. I meant like, oh shit, wouldn't she be really upset at Thorin for doing that, considering this means that she can't cast spells? So if she can cast two, she wouldn't give two shits.
Yeah,
Mr. Hurt.
She doesn't have subtle.
She rolled a 1d4 -4, and she got a -3. She's -3 shits with it.
She's
Right.
to the outside
So you exit the
get some
tavern.
shits.
Shade. Yeah, Shade. With your passive perception, you see them exit the tavern door as you're slowly walking back.
Thorin is dragging Mouse, and Mouse is still in a box.
Do I see that he's not in a box?
Yes. Are you worried that Mouse is in a box?
Give me an insight check. Why not?
I'm pretty good at it, supposedly, but we'll see.
Damn it!
Oh yeah, you're fine. Mouse is pretending like Thorin's got his legs and arms bound together, but you see right through it. There are no ropes in there. Let me just check one thing quickly. I will check this and I will check this and I will check this now.
I like to think that after Shade joined us, she basically started walking behind me as Thorin was dragging me, so even if she did turn around to see who casts a spell, all she sees is Shade's back and not even me. We end up going to be playing Benny Hill all over this damn game, aren't we? Just all.
Maybe we can just pretend we're performers when we get to the black ships and just like sneak on that way.
Oh, that's perfect. I already got the mime bit down.
Yeah. Adrian, you're fine.
Good to know.
Adrian was rolling insight to see if he could see through Mouse's antics as well.
Alright. So, where are you heading out? See.
Would I notice that we're?
What was that?
I thought if we're heading off towards the desert again, I'll probably question why we're going that way.
Yeah, because I haven't been able to tell her.
Yeah.
I'm muted.
No, you're outside of the spell's range now.
So I'm going to be telling her that apparently we're going looking for black ships again. Because Aga took the map and Aga went away.
Exiting the town, who has the highest passive perception?
I have a 17.
Let me see, where's my thingy? You've got a 17, yep. Mouse has got a 10, Aga had a 12.
Okay, so
Should
19.
be- Yep, your passive is 19. So, Shade, as you're walking out the thing... Yeah, Shade is the only one who gets it. As you're walking out, you hear the of what sounds like a ballista going off, and then you hear some like the faint laughs of like something that sounds kind of burly.
Okay. Where's it coming from exactly?
Towards the coast.
Okay. I'm just gonna motion to the other two and say, "Hang on a sec. I want to go see what's happening over here."
Alrighty. So you just head to the hill. Give me a quick stealth check.
Me.
For the sake of brevity, I've cut this down a tad. Essentially what it is I was making a map, and I should have made it earlier, but I didn't. So in summary, she's heading there, and Adrin is secretly following her as well.
So as you crest the hill, you poke your head over, and you notice that on the shore of the sea stand 5 large ogres. In each of their hands, you see a large crossbow. In fact, by the looks of it, it essentially looks like a ballista. They've grabbed a ballista off a ship and they're just using it. They're kind of mulling things over it by the looks of things. Occasionally one picks up their ballista and just like launches a big ballista bolt and picks up another one out of this big pile that they got there. One's sitting in the edge, just like kicking his feet in the water. And they're murmuring a bit. It's like, I wish more ships would attack. It was fun to shoot them. I reckon we make good guards. Splash, splash. In the bottom corner.
In the bushes. Now, is Thorin and Mouse with me, or did I just like say I'm leaving and then they're like, okay, bye?
Unless they accompanied you, you're by yourself.
You said stay put. You're going to check something out, so we stayed put.
Yeah. So yeah, they followed orders. Was that a nice level?
Yeah, right.
So what do I see when I was sneaking up behind her? No.
Were you?
Never
said this to me, did you?
Because you said, how does it feel to have authority? So I said it under mine that right away.
Yeah. Put it. Like, oh.
Yeah, by the way, Adrian, since you were sneaking up behind her, you actually do see this. Adrian actually messaged her saying he was, so he is.
I'm just going to be shrugging to Thorin after she's been gone for like more than 3 minutes and be like, I guess she had to go to the bathroom and didn't want us knowing. Women.
Or she was trying to elope with a handsome
Oh,
dragon.
not again. How many shotgun weddings is that now?
Alrighty.
Oh, that's my favorite.
I am going to. Can I talk to my little Fey dude, whatever we ended up calling him?
Yep, hang on, I've got his name here. This time. No, he's not
Come
on
on,
board.
guy.
Oh, why not?
His name is
Varduk.
Varduk. Spelt
Thank you.
Varduk.
I'm gonna send the Duke to get Thorin and Mouse for me.
Oh, please tell me when he comes over, he goes, "Hey, listen," and points the way. I can already hear. I can already imagine Clunk trying to actually look up the sounds for the perfect one to play. Hey, listen!
And then I'm going
Getting the
to.
Wilhelm screen.
Anyway, and then I'm going to move forward and just call out, "Hey, what are you guys doing down here? Over here."
Yep. So the sprite flies up. Varduk flies up to Mouse and Thorin and say, "Hey, shorties!"
I think he's talking to you.
You're
I'm the
sure?
tallest.
Shay wants to tell you that, like, there's dweebs over here, like really big ones, like 10 times taller than you shorties, and they're shooting blisters. I don't know. That's all she said. She said to come get you. But I don't really get you. You're kind of weird.
Oh, she fell in the toilet. We have to go pull her out.
Oh, not again. She wouldn't get stuck so often if she would stop putting all that weight in her butt. That's why she keeps getting stuck. I don't suppose the Duke has anything to contribute to that conversation at all.
So how long does it take for us to
So yeah, so
catch
you
up?
step out, and what do you say? Not too
Okay.
long. She's pretty much within earshot. So what are you saying, Shade?
Oh, it's just I was just calling over to the what are they? Ogres, and just slyly asking what's up, what's she doing? What's up, dude?
Oh, it's an Elfie. Hello, Elfie. He like waves.
I'm gonna wave back. Just cause.
We're being good guys.
Really? And how are you being good guys?
We're shooting the attacking ships.
Okay. Can I see what ships they're actually firing at?
You not really, because there aren't any, because they've been shooting these things for like the last few days. There's no ships trying to support, but you do see the ship that one of the merchants was talking to about out with Thorin. You see the one that's sunk, but it's got just the deck above water. It's kind of near the beach. It just looks like an ordinary merchant ship.
I'm gonna say, and how do you know they're enemy ships?
Well, like, we're used to them attacking. Like, when people, like, we used to grab people and put them in our cave, and then when they tried to leave the cave, they'd attack us. Like, they'd stab us. And so we're pretty sure when people try and leave the cave, or like the water cave, they're trying to attack. So we shot them. We wanted to try being human gods. Yeah, it's fun. We got lots of the nasty ships.
Okay, would you be open to the idea that maybe out here is inside, inside the cave, and in there is outside the cave?
But the outside of the cave is always bigger, and out here is bigger. It's at this point that Thorin and Mouse come up behind.
I'm gonna say, these two here are my traveling companions. Say hello.
Hello. Hello.
I say hello back every single time each of them says hello and wave at them.
There's only the one near the water is like still kicking his feet in the water.
Aww, he's shy.
Splish, splish, splish. He's enjoying himself too
I
much.
can understand that.
He like pulls out his ballista and goes, "Confirm!" And he grabs the bolt out of like 10 feet of water, picks it up, and like bites this tiny wishy fish.
Nice!
At the end of it. Not be fisherman.
I'm gonna call over to them and say, "Hey, if you enjoy attacking the bad guys here, we have an even bigger lot of enemies
We're not attacking. We're not attacking.
defending.
We're
Sorry,
defending from the.
We have an
attacking
even
ships.
bigger place you can defend
Mm.
with lots more things to shoot at."
Where can we be gone?
It's just to the west of here. Yeah,
Really?
I watch them.
You might have to point out where west is, by the way.
At
Like
point.
what direction. Yeah.
Wait, which way is west?
So
Is that where the west of the people are?
sure. Anyway, it's this direction, so point. Along the coast here.
How far away is it?
How far away is it?
No, map up. It's like a solid. Let's see. It's 2 days. It's 3 days. That's 2 days.
Depends how fast you run.
If they follow the coast purely, it is roughly 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It'll be roughly 12 days travel. If they don't follow it purely, it'll be 9 days travel.
Okay. It's roughly 9 days. But there, as I said, there's lots and lots to defend from.
Yeah, cause all the shippies don't seem to want to.
Yeah, that's good because you're so good. So now you can go to this other place, and like you'll be famous because of how good the defenders you are.
So how many days you say it is?
Roughly 10, let's say, just to be safe. Or if you're really fast, you could get there quicker.
We can play as fishermen on the way. Or like those strange humans that hunt deer. We could do that. Yeah. Alright, let's go. And he starts shambling down the coast.
I like these guys. They're cool.
I think they're cool.
You want one of our bows to help defend the cave? Cause we got a spare.
Who's the strongest? Who would probably be the best to have the bow? Like,
The Warren.
a ballista.
It's a
Okay, so
ballista.
we all have to carry it.
The best thing to carry this bow,
Okay.
Hey, I got one.
or like a full-on watchtower or something.
Oh my god, we could put the ballista on the boat, and then Thorn can literally be a one-man navy.
Tell you what, I'll drop it off at town.
town could probably use a nice bow. Then they can defend themselves. And he starts slumbering off towards town.
I guess that works better. I was going to say, can I put a ballista in my bag of holding for reasons?
No, you can only fit things that are like a foot.
Man.
The opening only can get like a
That would have been
foot.
so funny for the next... That would have been so funny for the next time I got stuck in a vault. Just have a ballista pointing to the door.
So he like lumbers up to the town wall, and in like a couple of the guards like are yelling and shooting little bows at them, and it's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm not leaving town. You don't need to attack me." And he plonks it on the wall, almost hitting a guard, and then he runs. Bye. Enjoy shooting the ships that try to attack you. They're nice people. They threw toothpicks at me. How did they know I needed a toothpick for the meat I got stuck in there earlier? Bye, guys. Comedy.
Little did we know they would go on to be the greatest adventuring band ever. They would be known for the ages as the Defenders.
So is one of them Luke Cage?
Sure, why not?
I don't know. You never got their names, so you don't know what they're called.
They're all named Luke Cage. It's kind of like a tradition amongst their kind that all male children are named Luke Cage, so that way there's no confusion.
Let me gather all the males, just call it Luke Cage.
Alright. So you start making your way down the road again.
We'll follow the coast. It looks to be a shorter route.
And we can use the boat. Yes, I do. This is going to be hilarious.
Thorn gives Mouse a rope to hold, and then he goes to the water and sets up the boat, and Mouse just pulls him up along the shoreline.
An investigation check. See which currents to put it in. Oh yeah, you just set it in the water. Off it goes. It's currently a nice southwesterly wind, so the boat just motors along.
So is it just the three of us, or
Occasionally it swings a bit out,
is
a bit
someone else making it a point that he wants to join the party?
Currently it's just the three of you.
I'm going to try to find a captain's hat real quick.
I need a beret.
Yeah.
Tricorn.
I am sure Cord will be smiling upon our voyage.
Alright. So you head off.
And it was smooth sailing, and at one point they met a friendly group of pirates that gave them lots of treasure.
Do you mind if I message Mouse what you
No.
me?
Woo!
It's gonna be hilarious.
Yes.
You're gonna enjoy that.
Yes!
Yeah. Whisper. Adrian.
Yeah.
Not Adrian. Mouse.
I want to know the secrets. Give me the secrets.
Whisper, Mouse.
Okay, so the explanation for this one is a tad longer. Essentially, Adrian's player, Daniel, messaged me and asked whether there was room on the boat for him to stow away, not realising that the boat was in fact just a toy boat. And so I messaged Mouse that he was trying to get onto the toy boat. It was kind of funny.
Got that?
He can most certainly try.
Too little information, too little time. Make it up as you go along, mate.
So yes, it sails.
I got a really warm seat for some reason. Can't quite figure it out, but it's nice and warm, just the perfect temperature.
Yep. Thorin, give me a survival check
thank
just
you.
to see how
I
fast
thought you
we
were
go.
going
We
to
won't do the X number of.
I thought you were going to make him roll something that would make him want to sink the boat.
No, instead of the X. No. Yep, you motor along not happily. Next few days pass.
Ooh, I want to be rolling Arcana checks to see if I can figure out what that thing does.
Yep, you get another
Sweet.
2.
Getting better.
No.
Damn it.
Getting better, but no. Not enough to work it out what it does yet. No, he robbed a clock from a vault that he stole. Like he stole something from a vault in a previous town. And it was a clock, and so he's trying to end it, but it's a magical clock, and he doesn't know what it does. He already knows how to use the key thing.
That I know how to do. I know.
It took him a few
And
arcana
that's
checks
what he
to find
did.
out what that does as well. Alright, so yeah, you traipse along happily.
Oh man, I think I ate something funny. I just have to fart all the time for some reason. Good thing my seat is so warm in this boat.
Mate, maybe it's
Very,
you
very
need the wind
cold.
to
What are
make
you
your boat
talking
go along.
about?
A voice echoes in your ears, man. No, not its source.
Mouse, make a strength saving throw.
Oh shit! I'm so bad at those.
You go for a nice swim.
Oh. Is it just me? Like,
Yeah.
Which way were you
Directly
pointing,
at
by the
Mouse.
way, Lauren?
For what?
Directly at Mouse.
Because of all the farting, I had to vent it out, so I just gave it a nice gust of air come up and kind of blew you away with it.
How many fish are now dead because of my stinky farts underwater? Alright.
One unfortunate fish is now proudly displayed on the top of the boat. The SS
Yeah,
name
that's
that
why I already got my revenge. He just hasn't noticed it yet.
Alright. So make your way along the
Yep.
coast.
I do the mousy paddle as I try to keep along with the boat. So what was the DC I had to make for that anyway?
15.
Ah. Technically, you could have just used it to get rid of the fart since it dispenses gas and vapor.
Well, yeah, but it was so strong and you're so tiny. You get blown along with it.
I'm on that Jenny Craig diet. That's how I get blown away by wind.
Who's Jenny Craig? I've never heard of that diet in my game. What?
It's from years ago. I'd be surprised if anyone else even remembered it.
I know it's a diet
Yeah.
system.
It's not in this world.
I was just saying. There's no one in my world called Jenny Craig. I've never heard of this diet. Let me find this thing.
is something I prepared earlier. I wish I didn't prepare earlier, because I am a noob. Roughly the third day, you come across a bunch of orcs. But
They're not the same ones from before, are they?
These appear to be very warlock orcs, not orcs. Orcs. Like proper orcs. And they appear to have giant ballista bolts
Yeah!
heads. One of them looks like he's crawled about 15 feet from where he was struck down, but his entire leg's like 15 feet away from where he currently lies.
Yeah, looks like he didn't really have a good foot to stand on.
Insert laughing here.
Since it's another day, can I make another Arcana?
Let me find this thing.
Damn it! It was too greedy.
Did the orcs have anything on them? Like loot wise? You know.
Like they've got a scattering of gold.
I'm gonna take it.
Purses. It comes to a
Damn.
total of 26 gold and 15 silver.